morning. Happy Sunday. We took the day off yesterday. We literally did nothing. It was wonderful. We finished a few shows that we had started. It was just so good. Her best song. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be here and you'll be near. And that's the deal, my dear. Deb and I are working on taking a few photos for our website. I know that I've told you guys for a while that it's being worked on. It's going to get a huge makeover and she needs some lifestyle pictures of us. So that's what we're going to do today. I mentioned 2 stories ago that we ran to get a few groceries yesterday for this fabulous recipe that someone suggested. Raved and raved and raved about it, and it looked so delicious. We had everything but maybe 2 items, and we had to pick some stuff up anyway. So we made a special grocery list that we didn't have to run in, but whenever you have something in your mind. So we got home and I was like, do you want to make this for lunch or dinner? And Deb said, let's save it for dinner. Let's just, whatever. So all day we were dying to try this. By the time we made the list, took the 15-20 minute drive to town and back. This was Deb's trying to fix our stereo. For some reason, it's not working. It was about an hour process. Okay. And then we started this meal around, it was like 4:30. And I was like, okay, are you ready to start this? Because I'm so excited to try it. We started prepping the meal at 4:30. I was making the chicken. I was cutting up the vegetables, which was carrots, red pepper, avocado. And then I made the peanut sauce and I went exactly by the recipe. And the peanut sauce was like soup. It tasted like water. So I said, I wonder if she had the water that you added wrong. So I'm going to mix everything together, add the water at the end, just little bits at a time, and not how much she said. The sauce out, started over because it wasn't a lot. So I wasn't out a lot of peanut butter and that kind of stuff. So I dumped that out because it was terrible. Started it all over, added little bits of water at the end, and it still tastes like shit. Started doctoring up this sauce. I put a little bit more peanut butter, a little bit more ginger, a little bit more of what was that hot sauce, Deb? Chili garlic sauce or something. So I added more of that. I put salt and pepper in it. I just really doctored it up and I got it to where, okay, I think this will be good. So Deb got done with the chicken. We started assembling these egg rolls and did them exactly like we were supposed to. Tried the peanut sauce with them and they were absolutely disgusting. So disgusting. No. We had that feeling of wah, wah, wah. Deb, did you get it fixed or is that the radio?
It's the radio.
Oh.
It's a setting.
Yeah, something won't work on our... Anyways, look how cute you look. You look cute. Mm-hmm. I wanted to mention our newsletter went out today. I'm going to put the link here. I was going to do this yesterday, but we weren't on. I'm going to put the link here if you guys want to get it. I love our newsletter. It's just really, really fun. Also going to try a new recipe today. So if that one is good, I will share. It better be better than...
I'm not sure it could be any worse.
I'm going to share the top 10 items from last week. It went out in the newsletter, but I'm going to also share it here. When we pulled them, I thought these are such great items. They need to be shared again because for those of you who missed.
She was never prepared for half of what she went through, but she always got through it. She always will. Who is she? She is you.
Other things I wanted to go over. I have had a bunch of messages saying that we are no longer in their feed or don't pop up. Go to my feed and like a bunch of our photos or reels and it should start happening. I've also had a couple of messages. I just got one, so it reminded me that I was going to talk about the spaghetti squash in the air fryer again. It is so delicious. It does not get mushy. It stays, it has the texture almost of real spaghetti. You put it in your air fryer. You just chop it in half, put it in your air fryer. We do a little bit of olive oil, 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size, but check it after 15. Just Ivy protecting us when we eat, making sure nobody gets us. I don't really even know how she sees out the top.
I don't think she does.
She is like clockwork. As soon as we are done eating, she will be right here waiting for her treat. Ooh. She might think we're done. What is it that you want? Do you want your treat? You want your treat? This is for being cute. And this one's for being such a good girl. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? It's gone. That's all. We're going to take a break for a little bit. Look what she is doing. She wants to have the birds come up to her. I need to get your your phone and put the tripod or we're never going to see it. I took a few pictures, so I had to change my clothes. But I will maybe share a few more of those. I don't want to bore everyone because I don't know who all would be interested in our story, but I truly could write a book. What I'm saying is I could talk for the next 10 years and probably not cover everything that we went through, what is the norm for people to go through, what helped us, etc. Deb is out there waiting on a bird to come up and eat off of the plate on her face. The birds are just now coming up since I came in. So I set her camera up there. So we'll see how long it takes. She gave up. Did you get any bird to come up to you?
No, there was birds flying on the feeder, but they didn't like my feet.
First item that I wanted to share for this week's top items, top sellers, are these battery operated candles. They come with a remote. You can set them for 2, 4, 6, 8 hours. They are absolutely fabulous. This little coffee corner several weeks ago and shared, and these bowls, they come in a set of 4, are one of the top 10 this week. All different patterns, and it just gives so much texture. And I always say, add things to your decor that you are going to use, because with this sitting here, this is what we pull out to use, which, you know, you want to use your things that you buy and use your pretties. Speaking of this little coffee corner, this is another top seller. These come in a set of 3. I have another one right here, and they are sealable. They are such a nice size for pantry, bathroom, etc. One of the best sellers from last week are these measuring cups and spoons. This all comes as a set, and I don't have them all pulled out, but as you can see, they are gold and wood, and they are just so spectacular. Thing that I wanted to share that is in the top from last week are these stems. I think 4 comes to the set, and they are long, so it fills this whole thing. I even think I had to cut some of the stem off, but they are so pretty. I figured I'd answer a few more questions. This is a yes. She recently got diagnosed with adult ADHD, and I remember struggling back when she was young, thinking she had that, but couldn't ever get help. As I have said, I could write a book like that. This is why I wanted these questions, because I told you that I was going to talk about it. I've had questions from people when I was going to, but there's so much that you don't know where to begin. Much about this today because I don't want to overwhelm all of you, but I will put this all in a highlight. There is just so much. You can imagine 10 years of it. we've gone through everything from starting therapy and counseling while she was in high school, getting kicked out of my house because she didn't follow rules and I did not allow drugs in my house, to her living in this house with some guy she just met that had no electricity, water, anything, to her calling me 2 weeks before school was ending, saying that she was going to quit high school because it's pointless. Deb threatening her that she was going to pick her up if she didn't go to school. And since she didn't have a car or anything, Deb picked her up for 2 weeks, went into that apartment that was trashed, picked her up, hauled her to school, made her go, to her calling me on the last day saying that she failed, to her talking to her teachers, and the only reason why she failed high school was because she didn't complete a test. So they were probably like, get the hell out, take the test. To me putting her on a plane to go to Florida that we didn't even know if it was legit, to her looking to be picked up in a white van at the airport that wasn't marked. It so much. If you guys have not tried this, it is so delicious. There are the stats, and then there are the ingredients. It is so good. It almost tastes like cheese sauce.